Hello everyone, Stop here, making a quick simple guide with some tips and tricks for Warlock leveling and Wrath, as well as some generic things you can do right now to get ready for the release of Warlock Classic in a few days, so let's get started. Nice macro to have while leveling a Warlock is this Drain Soul macro. If you have a Soul Shard bag, it will delete the last item in the bag when pressed, keeping your Soul Shards from overflowing into your normal bags. Alrighty, something you can do to make Wrath leveling a little faster and easier is having consumables with you. But the main concern could be inventory space. As you can see right here, I have a decent amount of stuff already. But if you want to bring extra, you can actually just mail it to an alt and hit the return button, and then you can just grab all these consumables straight from your mailbox instead of having to go hunt down a bank. If you want to get a head start in Wrath of the Lich King, you can pre-complete quests now and have them ready to turn in on release for a good chunk of experience. It's up to you to decide how min-max you want to be with this, given some quests are worth more experience than others, but here's a simple way to do it. There are 10 dailies on the Isle of Keldanos you can have ready to turn in. I would then suggest going and doing quests in Shadowmoon Valley to fill up a few more slots, and you can also have the daily normal dungeon and the daily heroic dungeon ready to turn in as well. So when Wrath of the Lich King releases, you can be logged out in the Isle of Keldanos, ready to turn these in. As soon as you do that, you can Hearthstone to Shadowmoon Valley, just turn in all the quests you had completed there, fly over to Chathtrath, turn in the couple of quests there, and then port to Orgrimmar, Undercity, or wherever you want to start your Northrend adventures. Once Wrath of the Lich King is live, you will have the choice to head to Borean Tundra or Howling Fjord. As Horde, to get to Borean Tundra, you will want to go to Orgrimmar, exit through the main gate, take a right, and go to the top of the tower, and take the Zeppelin closer to Orgrimmar. To get to Howling Fjord, you will want to go to Undercity, exit through the main gate, go to the top of the tower on your left, and wait for the Zeppelin there. As Alliance, to get to Borean Tundra, you will go to Stormwind City and go to the Stormwind Harbor. On the furthest dock north will be a boat that will take you to Borean Tundra. To get to Howling Fjord, you will need to fly to Menethil Harbor from Ironforge and head to the docks to the west. You will then be taking the boat on the far right. Now that we are ready to go to Northrend, let's go over a couple of specs to have while leveling. The focus here is going to be an Affliction spec for questing and a Demo spec for doing dungeons. For Affliction, we are focused on questing, so we just want to keep on pulling mobs. We are grabbing everything that increases corruption and agony damage, using primarily those two spells to kill everything, and using unstable affliction when we need to. We can use Fell Hunter or Voidwalker for leveling. Fell Hunter will give us more damage with Fell Ents and Fell Armor, making Spirit convert into spell power. Voidwalker will help with harder pulls like Elites, not really for tanking since the aggro isn't great, but the big shield to sacrifice. We also want ways to recover mana and health back, because as a Warlock we use our mana for health and health for mana. Okay, moving over to the talents, we are level 70, so we're going to have 50 points into Affliction, 11 in Demo. You'll notice I don't have Shadow Embrace, Eradication, or Death Embrace. These points aren't really going to help with our multi-dot, go, kill everything with Agony Corruption. So as we level, we're going to pick up Haunt, go Demo, fill out Demonic Aegis, come back to Affliction, putting it into Shadow Embrace and Death Embrace. This will help us with Elite killing. As for glyphs, you can get Glyph of Corruption, Unending Breath, and Drain Soul right now. Once Wrath is out, Glyph of Quick Decay becomes available. You really do want this. If you can have an alt purchase it from somebody and mail it to your main, that is ideal. This will be the best glyph you can have for leveling. Demonology, we are focusing on doing dungeons and nuking packs of mobs, grabbing talents that increase our spell power and our Felguard's damage. We're playing the spec in dungeons, so we do not need to worry much about our pet health or even our own health. Grabbing mana feeds so our pet gains mana when we life tap lets us just keep cleave on autocast and not have to worry about our pet's mana. Okay, now we'll go into the talent trees for this Demonology spec. We're going to go all the way down the Demo tree until we get Metamorphosis. We're then going to spend our next 10 points into improve Shadow Bolt and Bane. We're now at level 70, so as we level up, we're going to grab Ruin. This will help a lot with our single target damage. And then we can go back into the Demo tree, grab Nemesis for more Metamorphosis uptime, put some points into Molten Core to help our single target even more. And at this point you can choose to grab suppression for some spell hit, now that you're getting a higher level and your spell hit rating is probably down quite a bit. Or you can grab improved demonic tactics to have higher uptime on your demonic pact buff. Alrighty, now moving on to demonology glyphs. It's going to start similar to Affliction, Glyph of Unending Breath, Glyph of Drained Soul. You can use Glyph of Corruption or Glyph of Quick Decay. Not ideal, you would rather have Glyph of Felguard and Metamorphosis. However, people with Inscription will need to get the patterns for these or learn how to make them and the materials for them. So these two would be a good idea to keep an eye out on the auction house for, purchase them on an alt, and mail them over to use them. Alrighty, well there we go. Hopefully this video was helpful to at least some people out there. Wanted to keep it pretty simple and short. Would like to hear people's feedback on the video in the comments so I can make improvements for future videos. I plan on making more Wrath related videos in the future, some of them being helpful and others being more for entertainment with the funny moments that happen in Wrath. Wrath of the Lich King Classic is just around the corner and I'm super excited, and I'm sure many others are as well. So until next time, enjoy your adventures in Northrend.